Hi guys, today is March 14th. It's my dad and my best friend's birthday. Happy birthday to them, I love you guys. Today I am going to get my eyebrows microbladed, like the touch-up session. I filmed a video on me getting the initial session if you guys want to check that out. I told you guys in that video that I would be making a follow-up video of me going for the touch-up, and I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions that you may have about microblading at the end of this video if you want to stick around for that. But basically I just want to show you guys how I look with no makeup so you could see my brows right now, and then we can see a difference after she does the touch-up. They healed perfect in my opinion, although this eyebrow does have a little gap. I don't know if you guys can see. I think it might be because I sleep on this side, and Emily, the girl who did my brows, told me that like if you sleep on a certain side, that brow might get a little bugged up. The only other thing that I really want her to do is add a little bit more length in the bottom, and then very slightly, I don't want the tail to be as rounded, I want it to be a little bit straighter. That is something that I didn't really notice at first. It didn't bother me, and it hasn't really bothered me because I knew I was going for the touch-up, so I haven't worried about it, but that is something that I'm gonna ask her about. I'm gonna very quickly just throw on a little bit of mascara, and I'm gonna fill in my brows how I've been filling them in, just so that way when I get to the studio, Emily can see exactly what I'm talking about when I explain the tail and the front situation. Okay, I'm back. I just put on a little bit of makeup like I said. I put on tinted moisturizer, a little bit of mascara, and I filled in my eyebrows. I just want to show you guys the difference, what I was talking about. I don't know if you can really tell, my tail is a little bit straighter out, brought them down a little bit more. So yeah, hopefully this is a good guide or reference that I can show Emily. Also, I forgot to tell you guys, my freckles healed perfectly as well. I do think some of the ones on this side faded way more than some of the ones on my left side because of the sleeping situation. I don't really care, and I'm not eager to like get them touched up. It's not really worth it to me. I like having them, but I don't really feel the need to get them touched up. Oh, another thing, the color that my brows are without makeup is the color that I'm very happy with. I don't want them to be this dark, so that is something else that I'll tell Emily. Like, I'm very happy with the color because when I wear no makeup, it looks really natural, and then when I have makeup on, it's just a different look. I don't know if that made sense, but yeah, I'm gonna go now because I'm running late.
I've been feeling drained. Yeah, I've been crawling out the darkness for a couple months. It's at the point where you just look like sheep.
Back again. I just explained to Emily the slight differences that I wanted with, oh my gosh, this is so annoying. She's about to wipe off the makeup that I have on, and then she said that she's gonna do like a slight map like she did the first time, but probably not as much because the shape is already there. Okay, so she just finished doing the little mapping like I said. She straightened out the tails a little bit. Now she's gonna put some numbing cream on me so I don't feel any pain. And yeah. Okay, I don't know if I told you guys this when I was at home, but I think some of my freckles faded a little bit on the right side because I sleep primarily on my right side. So she's gonna throw a few in there just to even it out a little bit. Not too much of a freckle touch-up. I think it was like 5 or 6. And one of them, I think she just went over one that she did last time. So just a few little babies. Okay, if anybody's curious, I didn't really feel her cutting me because of the numbing cream, The only thing that I feel like, it's not even painful, but whenever she puts the pigment in, I noticed this last time too, it kind of just stings a little bit. Brows are done. There's just a little bit of numbing cream on them to help the bleeding. I am obsessed with them. They look amazing. I didn't think they could get any better, but here we are. I'll show you guys when I get in my car. Hello, I am back. I just got in my car. I told you guys I was gonna talk when I got in my car, so I don't really know what I'm gonna talk about. I don't really have anything in particular to say other than the fact that I'm obsessed with my brows. They obviously look a bit darker because they're fresh, but I do believe that they'll lighten up to be about the same color that they were before the touch-up, which is the color that I love. I'm gonna head home right now and answer some of your guys' questions that you left me on Instagram, specifically about microblading, the process, the healing, the touch-up, all of that. This lighting is a little funky, and I don't know what to do about it. Oh, that's better. Hi guys, it's been a week. I told you guys in that last clip that you just saw that I was gonna be answering questions when I got home. I honestly don't remember why I decided not to. I don't know if I was tired, lazy, or if I wanted to show you my brows a few days after as they were healing. I honestly can't remember what my plan was. But basically I decided not to film the rest of this video that same day. Like I said, it's been a week. My brows aren't fully healed yet, but I am able to show you guys the healing, like the updated healing as they're healing, I guess. So here they are. I'm not sure if they're gonna lighten up much more. I'm really happy with the color. I'm really happy with the shape. I love them. They don't hurt anymore, which is nice. The first day after getting them is the worst because it's just really sore. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and answer your guys' questions. Like I told you guys, that's what I'm gonna be doing now. First question I'm gonna answer, somebody asked where I went. I will leave Emily's Instagram somewhere on the screen and also down in my description. She's who I went to. She's based out of Temecula in California. I just wanted that to be the first question answered just so you guys could have her information and go check her out and support her. Second question, does it hurt? A lot of people were asking about the pain. It doesn't hurt too bad because like you guys saw, she does numb you, and I'm pretty sure other microblading people use numbing cream as well. I don't think it's just Emily's procedure. I think that is part of the procedure of getting microbladed. So you don't really feel the cuts at all, but I don't know if you guys remember, I was saying as she rubs in the pigment, that was the most painful part of the entire thing for me. She said it's because the pigment has alcohol in it to keep everything sterile, so it can burn, but it's not excruciating pain, and it's honestly not that bad. The day after is like the worst part of the whole thing to me because it's just sore. I kind of had a headache the next day. Kind of similar, like about pain. Somebody was asking, does it feel similar to getting a tattoo? It's a completely different type of experience getting microbladed. You're getting cut open rather than just like scratching your skin pretty much. And like I said, you don't really feel, or at least I didn't really feel the cuts actually being done. I feel like if I wasn't able to use numbing cream, because some people actually are allergic to the numbing cream, I feel like if that was the case for me, then I think that the microblading might hurt more than some of my tattoos. I have no idea though. I would just imagine getting cut, like it's probably really sensitive if you're not numbed. Someone asked, how long did the procedure take? I honestly can't really remember. I believe when I went in for the initial session, I was there for maybe like, I don't know, 3 hours. I can't really remember. And also the initial session takes way longer because the mapping takes a really long time because you want to make sure the brows are even, the shape is nice. When I went for the touch-up, since she didn't have to map much, it took about, I don't know, an hour. Somebody asked me, since you have your eyebrows microbladed, would you consider a face tattoo? I think microblading and tattoos are very different. This is more of like enhancing what you have, not putting an image on your body. Like eyebrows are things that people are born with. Mandalas are not, you know? I do think there are similarities. It's semi-permanent. It's not technically permanent because the ink apparently does fade away if you don't continue to get touched up, but it is a semi-permanent thing that you're getting done. And also the healing is very similar to healing a tattoo. You don't want to put your fresh brows in direct sunlight, same with the tattoo. There's peeling and flaking of the skin the first few days while they're healing, same with the tattoo. You wash and moisturize the brows a few times a day, just like you do with tattoos. So there are similarities, but also differences. Getting my eyebrows microbladed has not made me consider a face tattoo. I don't want a face tattoo. How long do they last? So after you go for your initial session, I believe you're supposed to wait 6 to 10 weeks for your touch-up. I think I waited 7 weeks. And then after your touch-up, from that day forward, I think you can go, I think like about a year. I don't know exactly. I can't really be sure. I'll actually text Emily and ask her, and I'll leave like more exact information. I'm wondering how you feel about the pigment. I'm scared of them being too dark. This is, again, something that you would need to consult with the person doing your brows. I told Emily that I was planning on filling in my brows whenever I wore makeup, so I did not want my brows to be dark because I wanted them to look as natural as possible, and that way when I do put on makeup, I can make them darker if I wanted to. So I kind of just expressed that to her. And also, like you guys have seen in the beginning of this video and in my original video where I first got them done, they are very dark in the beginning and then they lighten up as they heal. So just talk to whoever is doing your brows and figure out the color with them. Do you know what they'll look like beforehand? Do you show pics of what you want? I showed Emily photos of myself with makeup on so she could see the shape that I go for when I fill in my brows. So yeah, I would recommend showing reference photos of what you like so that way there's a better understanding. Okay, somebody asked a question about my freckles because if you guys remember, I also got my freckles tattooed, I guess. I don't know. You don't get your freckles microbladed, so I guess I got my freckles tattooed. Somebody asked, were the tattoo freckles a good idea? Are you still happy with them? Would you recommend? I am very happy with them still. You guys saw Emily touched up a few on my right side. If I didn't have any freckles to start with, I would have gotten them done. Yes, I would do it again, but I'm not really interested in touching them up because I do think that they will fade eventually, and they're fun for right now, but I don't really care about maintaining them. I hope that answers your question. I think they're cute. I love them. But yeah. Last question I'm going to answer. Somebody asked, how do you maintain your brows now? I feel like even if I got microblading, I'd still need to get them waxed or threaded. It's fairly simple actually. Well, at least what I do. I just pluck the hairs outside of the shape that's there. And it's really easy. And then sometimes I trim like the front hairs that grow straight up because they get kind of long and out of control. Okay, like I said, that was gonna be the last question that I answered. I hope that I was able to give you a little insight on microblading and fake freckles and stuff like that. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please thumbs it up and please subscribe to my channel. This is probably going to be the last microblading video you ever see from me, so hope it was fun while it lasted. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye.